All right, folks, buckle up because this might be one of the biggest political shakeups we've seen in a long time. Elon Musk is at it again, dropping bombshells and making headlines on what feels like a daily basis. But this latest move, it's making serious waves. So, at a recent town hall, Elon straight up hinted that his team at Doge might start digging into how politicians somehow manage to get rich while they're in office. And I'm telling you, the room went dead silent for a second, and then it exploded. Today, we're going to break down exactly what Elon said, what this investigation could actually uncover, and why this might be the kind of accountability Washington's needed for decades. And hey, before we dive in, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video like this. So here's the deal. Elon basically laid out what he's calling a giant fraud loophole. And this is wild because he claims the government will send money to an NGO, a non-governmental organization that isn't governed by U.S. laws the same way. Then that money gets shuffled around a whole bunch of times, jumping from one go to the next. And wouldn't you know it, a good chunk of that money magically finds its way back to the U.S. And the kicker, Elon's highly confident that some of that money is lining the pockets of certain politicians. And I mean, tell me this doesn't raise an eyebrow. You know, how exactly are some of these lawmakers making around $200,000 a year, ending up with $20 billion in assets? Elon even said it himself. Like, nobody can explain that math. So his team wants to connect the dots and hopefully stop it from happening. Now, we've all seen this play out. Politicians love to campaign as the voice of the people, but somehow once they get into office, they suddenly become multimillionaires. And no, it's not because they struck oil in their backyard or invented the next iPhone. Most of them give the same old excuses: book deals, speaking gigs. I mean, come on. Are we seriously supposed to believe that these speaking tours and ghostwritten memoirs are raking in hundreds of millions of dollars? I don't buy it, and apparently neither does Elon. Look, allegedly, and I'll say allegedly here, there's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes. Backdoor deals, insider knowledge, those well-timed investments, and let's not forget those cushy consulting jobs they land the second they leave office. And it's not just one political party either. It's across the board. In fact, Chris Joseph, he's the guy behind an app that lets you mimic the stock portfolios of top investors, including Nancy Pelosi, went on Fox News and dropped some serious hints about where Elon should be looking. He pointed out that while you can track the public trades politicians make, there's not much visibility when it comes to their spouses and kids. And if he were Elon, that's exactly where he'd start digging. Elon actually addressed this in an interview not long ago. He was asked why there's so much outrage against him now, and his answer, it made total sense. He said it's a classic anti-body reaction from the people who've been getting rich off waste and fraud. The ones complaining the loudest, those are usually the ones with the most to lose. And you know what? He's not wrong. Back in his PayPal days, Elon said it was always the fraudsters who screamed the loudest when they got caught. And it's happening again now. Bottom line, the backlash Doge and Elon are facing isn't because they're doing something wrong. It's because for the first time in forever, someone's finally doing something right. Government spending's been out of control for years. And now that somebody's asking real questions, the people who've been profiting off the waste are losing their minds. To put this in perspective, the Social Security Administration recently reported around 10 million number holders over the age of 120 on their books. And they just discovered about $380 million on unemployment claims. And get this, some of those claims were for people older than 115 or under 5 years old. And you better believe that money isn't vanishing into thin air. It's landing in someone's pocket. Anyway, I want to know what you think about all this. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. And hey, if you know someone who needs to hear this or wants their news from an independent voice, share this video with them. Actually, in the next one,